Okay, let's look at problem 3, multiplying radical expressions. What is the simplified form of each expression? So I have the square root of 10 times the square root of 6 plus 3. So I can use the distributive property. So I'm going to do square root of 10 times square root of 6 and square root of 10 times 3. So I get square root of 10 times square root of 6, which is square root of 60. And square root of 10 times 3 is 3 square root of 10. So I need to simplify this square root of 60, which is 4 times 15. Square root of so I get 4 times 15 plus 3 root 10. Square root of 4 is 2, so I get 2 root 15 plus 3 root 10. I can't simplify this anymore, so this is as simple as it gets. So let's look at square root of 6 minus 2 root 3 times square root of 6 plus square root of 3. So I'm going to use FOIL now, so that would be square root of 6 times the square root of 6, which is just 6, but I can write as square root of 36, and we know that's 6. Then we have the square root of 6 times the square root of 3, which is square root of 18. Then I have 2 times the square root of 3 times the square root of 6, so I do 3 times 6, which is 18, so I get 2 root 18. And then I have the square root of 2, root 3 times the square root of 3, which is 3 times 3, so that's 2 root 3. So again, square root of 6 is 6. And I have square root of 18 minus the square root of 18, so I can combine those two. That's going to be 1, an invisible 1 here, minus 2, which is negative 1, root 18. And then square root of 9 is 3, so I get 2 times 3, which is 6. So the square root of 18, I can break it up into 9 times 2, and the square root of 9 is 3. So I get 6 minus 6, those cancel out, and I'm left with negative 9. Negative 9, negative square root of 9 times square root of 2, which is negative 3 root 2. So now let's do some on our own. So for the first one, I'm going to use FOIL. So I get the square root of 2 times 6 plus 5 times the square root of 2. And so I've left it like that because I can break that 6 down to 2 times 3. So I have 2, so 1 comes out, and I'm left with 2 root 3, and I'm just going to bring down this plus 5 root 2. So that's simplified. For the next one, I can use the the rule for squaring. It's the square of the first plus or minus 2 times the first times the second plus the square of the second. Or I can write it out for those that don't remember. And I can use distributive property. So I get root 11 times root 11, which is 11, but we'll write it as root 121. And 2 times root 11 is 2 root 11. Negative 2 times root 11 is negative 2 times root 11. And negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. So I have my like terms. Well, this one is 11. Here, they add up, so they give me negative 4 root 11 plus 4. And so 11 plus 4 is 15. So I get 15 minus 4 root 11. And then last, I'm going to use my FOIL again. So the square root of 6 times 4 root 3. It's going to be 4 times 6 times 3. Oops. Square root of 6 times 3 root 6. It's 3 times 36, or just plain old 6. Negative 2 times root 3. I'm going to have to bring that down to 8 times 3 times 3 is 9. And then I have minus 2 times 3 is 6 times 3 times 6. So again, I left it like that for a reason. So here's my equal sign here. So we have 4 root 2 times 3 times 3. Those combine, plus 3 times root 36 is 6, minus 8 times root 9 is 3, minus 6 times 2 times 3 times 3 again. And so, oops, one of those will come out. And so again, here's my equal sign. I'm left with 4 times 3 root 2 plus 18 minus 24, and then I still don't have enough space, 6 times 3 root 2. And I'm really out of space, so I'm going to have to come over here. Now I get 12 root 2. 18 minus 24 is minus 6. And then I get minus 18 root 2. And so I can combine here. So I get negative 6 root 2 minus 6.